Hi guys, welcome to Drive Spark. I'm Promeet Ghosh, and today what you see over here is the 2019 Toyota Camry Hybrid. Now, we drove this car a few months back in Hyderabad when it was the first drive, and today we have got this car for a full-fledged road test review. So yeah guys, please stay tuned to this video as we tell you everything you need to know about the 8th generation Toyota Camry Hybrid. So starting off with the front end guys, the 8th generation Toyota Camry has changed a bit than the previous generation one. You can see over here that it gets these sleek looking headlamp clusters over here that has these DRLs integrated, 3 lines for the DRLs. Plus over here you have the turn indicator that's right underneath the DRL. Also you get a projector, LED projector. This is an LED projector that's really bright. Visibility is absolutely awesome. Plus you see all of this is integrated so sleek and it actually looks good. When you come down over here, you can see that the grille is something that stands apart over here. So you get this grille that's finished up in silver, and it's much lower than the normal grille over here. You get an opening over here and you get a chrome lining that goes around with the Toyota badging right in the center. But overall you see that this grille, plus you get these tiny looking fog lamps over here. Now these are also LED. Entire lighting unit is LED over here. Now these fog lamps may look tiny, but they are actually very bright at night, and you can just switch them on. They don't have they actually don't have a very far off throw, but what they do is they give you good visibility of what's going on around here, and especially they act as cornering lights. So yeah, overall the front end with all these bonnet lines and the creases on this actually looks good. So now moving on to the side, you will notice that the car is not exactly very high but not exactly very low also. It's somewhere in the middle, and you will notice that these character lines and the shoulder lines that run all the way from the front to the back make the car look really good from the side. Also, you get these body colored ORVMs that has some chrome accents underneath with the integrated turn indicator. You get chrome around the windows over here, and you get chrome on the door handles. Now, from the side, the car actually looks really good. You get a hybrid badge over here. You get these 18-inch alloy wheels. Now, let me talk about the wheels and the brakes of this car. So, these brakes are regenerative brakes. So, they generate electricity every time you press the brake pedal. So, every tap of the pedal counts, and these brakes have tremendous bite in them. Because they're regenerative brakes, they have to be very powerful. So every time you hit the brakes, the battery is being charged, and they are awesome. They just work phenomenally, and the tires, they have excellent grip. So overall guys, as you can see that from the side, the car actually does not shout out much, but it looks good. Coming to the rear of the car, as you can see that you get sleek looking tail lamp units over here that is full LED, and that is split into two. Half of it is in the boot and half of it is outside. Also you get this Camry logo right across the boot on this chrome slat over here. You also get this logo that has some blue paint inside it if you look up very closely, and it looks good because that indicates that it's a hybrid. So it does not glow, but it's a paint and it looks good. You get the hybrid badging over there. You get a reverse parking camera, parking sensors. Overall, if you see that the rear, it looks really good and subtle. Now since we're talking about the rear, let's talk about the boot. Now this is a one-touch release boot, and you can see that there is a lot of space over here to keep luggage for 5 people. This is a 436 liter boot. You just need to do that. Surprisingly, there is not an electronic boot close. That's a bit of a disappointment, but overall the rear also looks good. So this is the engine of the Camry Hybrid. Everything is very neatly integrated over here. Now let me give you a spec brief. This is a 2.5 liter petrol naturally aspirated engine, and this also has an electric motor. So the power output for the engine is 176 bhp and 221 Nm of torque. For the electric motor, it is 118 bhp and 202 Nm of torque. Now the combined power is, you just don't add both up. That is not how it works. So the combined power of both the petrol and the electric motor is close to 217 bhp, and that's a lot actually for a car this size. And this engine is really peppy. It's very smooth. It's actually one of the best engines available, and it's a very fuel efficient engine also. Being a 2.5 liter, it's actually very fuel efficient. The company claims 23 kilometers per liter. We are driving in the city, so we are getting somewhere between say around 14 to 17. Now on the highway, if you have a light foot, you can just keep the accelerator at a very light foot and you can just drive and you can achieve that 23, maybe somewhere around the 20-23 between mark. But that is really good for an engine this size. Also, this is mated to a CVT gearbox that is really smooth. It has got modes. It's got 4 modes actually. It's got Eco, Normal, Sport, and then the EV mode, electric vehicle mode. So yeah guys, that's the engine, and it's a really good engine. Everything is very neatly integrated and packed over here. So now we are at the driving seat of the Toyota Camry Hybrid, and the very first thing when you enter the cabin, you'll notice that it's a very spacious cabin and everything is really luxuriously laid out over here. Be it the soft touch leather on the dash or the soft leather on the board. Everything is just, the fit and finish quality is just awesome. Let's talk about the seats first. Now, these seats are so comfortable, guys. They are ventilated seats, and you have 3 levels of adjustment for the ventilation that is there, and you get these seat controls over here. Now, you get driver memory. Over here you can set it. There are 2 memory options. Surprisingly, it's not there for the passenger, but nonetheless you can adjust your seat any way you want, and you also get this electronic steering adjuster. Not be a problem finding the right and sweet driving spot. Plus you get a chunky looking steering wheel that's covered in leather. Grip is really awesome. The steering mounted controls are so sorted out, and you also get a heads up display right in front, so everything that's going on in the infotainment system somewhat displays on the heads-up display, so you are actually not distracted at all while driving. It is so comfortable to drive this. Everything is fit and finish. The steering and everything is really nice on the driver's seat. Now let's just head back and I will tell you where this car is the most, you can experience the most comfortable back seat of the car. So let's just go back and I'll tell you more about that. So now we are at the rear seat of the Camry Hybrid, and it is so amazing. It is, I mean, I don't have words to say. The seats are so comfortable. Actually, there is a lot of space. Now this seat in front has been adjusted to my height. Still you can see there's a lot of knee room and leg room, plus headroom is also there. Though this car is very low, but still there is a lot of space. I'm a 6'2" guy, and there is a lot of space as far as headroom and legroom goes. A few features about the rear. First of all, the seats are absolutely comfortable. Now you get this center armrest that has a few features. Now you can adjust the seat, the tilt functions. You can see that you can put the seats front and behind, you can tilt them. You can adjust the temperature over here. It's a 3-zone climate control, so you can adjust the temperature. Plus you can adjust the rear shade from over here with a single touch. You can adjust, you can change channels on the infotainment. So you can control the entire infotainment system from here, sitting at the rear. You pull this down, there's a button over here. You can absolutely control everything from here. You get 2 cup holders over here. You get rear AC vents. You get 2 charging sockets. Absolutely sorted car. If you want this seat, there's no one sitting in front, and if you want to adjust this seat, you get these buttons over here. Now these buttons, you can see that these help move the seat forward and backward. So yeah, I mean, if your driver is driving, if your chauffeur is driving and you want to adjust it and you don't want to disturb him. Now we are at the driving seat of the Camry, and let me just quickly brief you about the engine once again. So this is a 2.5 liter petrol engine. This is naturally aspirated, and it has an electric motor also. So now it is running on the electric motor. It is absolutely silent. It absolutely runs on stealth mode. You can't, if the car passes by someone, he or she will not even realize that the car has passed by until there is a depression on the road and the wheels make a noise. So it's just the wheel noise that you can hear. So yeah, the specs are, the petrol engine produces 179 bhp and 221 Nm of torque. The electric motor produces 118 bhp and 202 Nm of torque. Now the combined power of both the petrol and the electric motor is 217 bhp. Now that's a lot for a car, and this is a really fuel efficient car. The company claims 23 kilometers per liter, and that is absolutely awesome. Now we are driving in the city, and right now it's on eco mode, so you have normal and sport. So once you just pedal down this car, it just shoots. So it just shoots, and 0 to 100 is claimed around 10.5 seconds, but you can get it in under 11. And this just goes all the way to the top speed. That's the 200 kilometer mark. and it is just an awesome car to drive around. The suspension is amazing. The suspension setup is so good that the bumps, you do not feel the bumps at all. It is such a luxury that this car is absolutely awesome to drive. It's a very driver friendly car as well, but obviously if a person will buy this, he will go and sit behind, and he will obviously want a chauffeur to drive him around, because the back seats are also really comfortable. Seats again are awesome. So this regenerates power by braking, and the engine also has a kind of a generator. So when the engine is on, the motor is also on, and through that the battery of the car charges. Now there are two batteries, one that powers the motor and one that powers everything else, the light and all. So there are two batteries and both of them get charged simultaneously. Actually a fun to drive car, and it is a fast car to drive. So overall driving experience of the Camry is just awesome. It is a fantastic car when you need to drive it around the city or on the highway. It's very comfortable, it's very smooth, and it is fast. So yeah, it's a big thumbs up from my end. The NVH is so sorted that you will not hear a single sound from outside. Plus it's a petrol engine, so obviously there is no engine noise, and when it runs on the electric motor, absolutely that's like the stealth mode of the car, so that you cannot hear the car even pass by. So right now it's on electric mode and there is no vibration as such, and it is just awesome to drive this car around the city. This car is priced at 37 lakh ex showroom, which is a bit on the expensive side, but for that you get all the facilities, all the equipments, and the fit and finish of the car is absolutely phenomenal. So guys, that was a detailed review of the Toyota Camry Hybrid, the 8th generation Toyota Camry Hybrid. I hope you like this video. So if you like it, please give it a thumbs up, and if I have missed out anything, and if you want to know anything else, please mention it down in the comment section and we will get back to you. Until then, please subscribe to all our social media channels, and I'm Promeet signing out. Thank you for watching. See you next time.